All right, let me make the clarification of what I misheard from Mike Fisher's account. Shout out to Mike Fisher. He had a video saying that sources tell him that they are near closing in on a long-term deal. And then I misheard the fact that he put out there that there was a rumor. The rumor part is what I missed out. And if anybody misinterpret what my tweet said, I apologize. But he did say that it was just a rumor of a 5-year deal, $30 million. That will put you right at $6 million APY. Now, that would be a good deal for the Cowboys, by the way. We would love to see that deal, but it would be a bad deal collectively for the client. And Kevin Robinson, the advisor for Michael Gallup, would probably find a hard time getting more clients if that deal was to go through. But neither here nor there. Michael Gallup, if the rumor is correct, right? Let's just go into that world of the rumor. If the rumor is correct and the source is correct from what Mike Fisher said, they're nearing a closing deal. Looking back at the Twitter, a lot of people are saying that basically the $30 million could be guaranteed, and there could be some fluff numbers in between that will equate to a $55 million or $50 million contract over 5 years, which would be a good thing. But what have to happen is Michael Gallup will miss all of training camp, OTAs and all of that, because he's battling through that recovery time, and he will be ready for the start of the season. So it will be a slow start for him, but we don't know. We flat out don't know. Now, by this wide receiver draft class being a huge one, I think the Cowboys will still go out there and draft a wide receiver, but the Cowboys need to be mindful. They need to be really mindful and understanding that when the free agent market open up on March the 13th, they can't sit back and say, okay, we got Michael Gallup who's already signed with us with this big contract, and therefore we're not going to dance in the free agency. No, leave all options open. That will be the wise choice and the smart choice for them to still do their homework and bring in a legitimate wide receiver to help out if this contract pushes Amari Cooper out the window, basically. And according to Mike Fisher's sources, Amari Cooper gave up on the Cowboys. And check out his video on that. He went into good details about that. And we can go back and forth talking about whether or not that's, good source or bad source about him giving up on a team or what have you. But I can tell you that this team is better with Amari Cooper versus Amari Cooper somewhere else. So the Cowboys got to figure that part out. I know a lot of money is a lot of money for $16 million. But two things that the Cowboys got in their favor. The salary cap will increase, and you can always restructure contracts and kick the can down the road until those numbers increase, and then you can sign players up to that big-time contract that they're looking for. Amazon and Apple right now are working out on a crazy deal that's going to blow up that cap space. And if the Cowboys still use the salary cap as a hindrance on the reason why they can't take care of their own or go out there and grab a player, then that's shame on them. That's really shame on them. That's just how it goes.
Shame.
So, with all of that being said, Cowboy Nation,
shame.
Like I said, this is no strike at me to Fisher. This was just me mishearing what he said about sources. He said sources said, and sources tell me that they're closing a deal. They near closing a deal on Michael Gallup. Rumors, and he went on to say the rumors have it as a 5-year, $30 million contract, which will leave it at $6 million APY. So that can neither be confirmed or denied by his sources at this point. So Cowboy Nation, let's stay focused in. Contract talk always crazy. Kevin Robinson, he got a lot of things to do as it relates to drawing up and crafting up that contract for Michael Gallup, and as well as Stephen Jones or Jerry Jones, who's dealing with this contract. I don't know who's really going to have their hands on it, but they gotta get this thing closed, right? And we can't sleep on this particular draft class or the free agents that's out there. We can't. And what to do with Amari Cooper, I think that the trade talks, there's no trade talk. There are flat out no trade talks, because why will I trade for a guy when I know that you're about to cut him? So other teams can sit back and say, all right, cool. And I will tell you, the Miami Dolphins got over $60 million worth of free cap space. And I think that Amari Cooper is from Florida, right? He's from that area. It won't hurt them at all. It won't hurt them at all to pay Amari Cooper to go over there, right? And you got Jalen Waddle. Shoot, Amari Cooper and Jalen Waddle, Miami Dolphins, here you go, So they can just sit back and play the long game. They don't have to trade for resources for him. They can just sit there and wait. March the 20th, they can literally have Amari Cooper number right there on speed dial. So the moment March 20th come and the Cowboys cut him, they can pick up the phone, because by Amari Cooper being a veteran, he don't have to clear waivers. He can literally name the city that he want to go to, right? If he just sit back and wait, according to the NFL rulings, he's a free man. He just had to wait for offers. So that's all the thoughts. That's all the thoughts that I have for this topic. Appreciate everybody. Be sure to hit that like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and Beyond. Shout out to Mike Fisher for the sources and / rumors that's going around with Michael Gallup and all of the players. Appreciate him. Let's go. Let's continue to grind and shine. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.